All right, so before you get started, first thing to do, go ahead and add a column to the very top, or sorry, a row to the very top that has your email address and whatever information you want to ultimately include in the email that you'll be able to use as a test. Once we get it set up, you'll be able to preview and it'll send a preview email to the first mergeable row. So the extension is called autocrat. If you search it under the add-ons, there's a kind of yellow icon, yellow and blue icon. So it'll be this one here. I already have it installed, so I'll go back. So extensions, then autocrat and open. This was the one that I used. So you can have multiple mail merges with one Google Sheet. So I'm going to click New Job. This name here is not anything having to do, like it's not the subject line of the email or anything like that. It's just what you saw on that previous screen where it's just the names of the different jobs that you're doing on that spreadsheet. So this is the workaround. I'm going to just attach the bell schedule. And most of like when I actually did the mail merge for my kids, I used this template where it had, that's where I put the tags in. So where the kids could see where they're going. But if we use this, there's no tags in it, but it'll just attach the document. And I'll show you what the preview email looks like in a second. So I just chose that document. That's just our bell schedule so that if kids wanted to reference it, they could. This is where you identify which sheet you are using to run the mail merge. So I'm going to use my master sheet. So if you have yours in like 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, then you could run it once with the 6th grade and then run it again with the 7th grade, run it again with the 8th grade. The file name. So this is the name of the actual file that gets attached. So for mine, it was a slide deck that had the kids' individual information on it. So I put their name in the tags. You could do that here still. So maybe last name bell schedule. So this tag is just matching, just like other mail merges, is just matching the header of the column. You'll definitely want to do multiple output mode. That is because it's going to send individual ones to each kid. I use single output mode only if I'm like printing test tickets or something like that, where I only want to print one document. But if I'm sending individual emails, then I do multiple output mode. Choose a destination folder. I will use this folder here. So if you create a folder first in your Google Drive that has exclamation points or some other punctuation ahead of the title, then it'll just be up at the top. That's where it's going to store all the copies of the bell schedule that it's going to make you, and then you could just delete that later. And then the rest of the stuff you don't really need. There we go. So you do want it to share the doc with the student, and then share it as a view-only document. You don't want them like changing the bell schedule, or in my case, changing where their location is. So clicking yes here is the way to make sure that it can send the email. So that's what's going to open up this email format. So I don't let them reshare. I send it from a generic address just in case, like if I need my IEC to send it one day, it'll still come from the same address as if I send it. For tags, again, just the double caret and then close it, matching the title of the column. Brooks support trial. And then whatever you want to write here. So this is the actual email that, just like in a, the kind of format of a regular email, this is how it would show up for the kids. Again, you're going to use tag like I'm doing, like good morning, so-and-so. Today you will go to teacher, again, the tags, in room whatever room they're assigned to, or a student support period. The altered bell schedule is attached or linked. So whatever you write here, that's what they'll see in the email. I'll show you the preview of that in a second. So then this part you don't really need. I hit save. And then use the little eyeball to do a preview. And again, it's going to preview using that first mergeable row. So it'll preview that, and I'll show you the email that it sends once it sends it my way. Perfect. So it's just saying it did send it. And then I'll go here. So it will be like this, but without the preview piece. So for a student, like this part would not be there, and you would just see, good morning, Sandrine. This is where you're going. And then the link there would be the bell schedule. It looks very similar in Gmail. Obviously, I will, I'll send you the slide deck that I used for my kiddos. But that's pretty much it. So then when you're ready to actually go through and do it, you're like, okay, I'm good to go. Just go ahead and push that play button. You do have to like leave it up and just let it do its thing. It will create columns to the right. So for my case, I was creating an individual document that was separate for each kid. So it's linking those in here. And then that same thing would be true for the merge document that we created for the trial that we just did for you. Let me know if you have questions or if I can help out with anything else. I hope it works.